Welcome to Cory's Conscious Living. Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Lay down and get comfortable. I want to tell you a story about a very beautiful place in England. A place in the countryside at the bottom of a garden where it's very sacred and quiet and special. A place where fairies, Penelope, her friends, and anyone that Hanuman loves can be a part of. It has lights, table, chairs, and a very beautiful energy. A magical place, a fairy garden at the bottom of Penelope's garden. One day, it was a very important day for a particular cat that Hanuman had recently made friends with. It was Cherry's birthday. Cherry and a bunch of other cats were going to come over to Penelope's house and have a birthday party, a very special fairy garden birthday party. Penelope was very excited about this, and Hanuman too. Hanuman had a special sweater that he was going to wear for Cherry's birthday because sometimes it can be a little bit cold outside in the English countryside. Penelope had planned to make them lots of special treats, including nice warm hot milk. All the cats arrived at 6 p.m., just in time for it to be dark. When it's dark in the garden, then all the magical beings and elves and fairies, all the unicorns and special earth-like creatures can come out and be a part of whatever it is that you're doing. If you're a nice person, that is. And of course, Penelope was a very sweet little girl. So she had lots of fairy friends there in her fairy garden. The lights were twinkling just right. It was a very bright evening as there was lots of stars in the sky. They were all twinkling at different times, which made it look like they were in some kind of special disco. Cherry, of course, loved the fairies. The first thing she said was, "Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Oh, I love it! I love it! I love it! I love the table! I love the chairs! I love the warm milk, Penelope! I love it! I love it! I love it! I love it! Thank you so much for letting me come and have my birthday with you guys and all these magical fairies. Do these fairies like cats? Because, well, I'm sure they do because you let Hanuman come in here. But do they like other cats like me and everyone else that come today? Do they like other cats?" Penelope said, "Yes. Anyone that's special and sweet and kind and compassionate can come to the fairy garden. The fairy garden is a place where the fairies they just won't appear. If you're not magical and special and sweet, they'll just hide. So if they don't like you, you'll never see a fairy. You have to be kind and sweet and loving and compassionate and have a little bit of magic in your heart, said Penelope. I have magic. I have lots of magic. I've been told I'm very magical. I've been told by lots of people. And Heidi thinks I'm magic. And Vaya thinks I'm magic. And yeah, I think they'll come. I think they'll like me. I think they'll really like me. I hope they like me. If they like me, it's going to be the bestest birthday present ever. Well, said Penelope, I think they'll like you too, and if I didn't, then I wouldn't let you in my magical fairy garden. Only special people are allowed in here. My friends, other animals that Hanneman likes, and other fairies, of course, and guess what? What? Said Cherry. No adults allowed. That's fun, said Cherry. How come? Do you not like adults? Penelope said, no, I love adults, especially my mom, especially my family, but fairies love children, and they love nature and crystals and animals just like you, Cherry. So I keep all of the adults away. So, if you have a magical heart, and you have a magical tummy, and you have a magical head, and you have a magical body, and you have magical shoes, and you have magical clothes, and you have magical mind, and you have a magical... Did I say heart? Said Penelope. Yes, you said heart, and I know I have a magical heart, said Cherry. Then you're allowed in my very special fairy garden. All of the animals, Penelope and some of her friends, had such a wonderful time that they decided to stay over. They had a cat and a child sleepover. How cool is that? When everyone was inside, they all snuggled together, the friends and all of the cats, at the end of Penelope's bed. That night was one of the best nights Penelope has ever had. Everyone got tired really quick as Penelope made them all a special batch of hot milk once again. She took off Hanneman's sweater because he didn't need it anymore. And they all decided to sleep together on Penelope's bed. Everyone got very comfortable. Penelope's bed was very comfortable. And she had lots and lots of love and cuddles to give to everyone. Cherry got a very special birthday cuddle and a kiss. Hanneman always gets special cuddles, but this time he got a super special cuddle. Everyone was laid down, relaxing. The house was warm and quiet, and it took no time at all before they all started to drift off into sweet dreams. Penelope dreamed about fairies that night, flying all over the sky, just like the stars were earlier in the evening, twinkling bright, all twinkling at different times. The moonlight was shining off the fairy wings, making them look like magical beams, flying all over the sky. And Penelope was one of those fairies too in her dreams. She was flying, sprinkling magical fairy dust down below on all of the people that needed lots of love and hugs and a magical heart. Fairy dust will let you have a magical heart. Penelope already had a magical heart. That's why she could see the fairies. Her body relaxed deeper and deeper into sleep. The cats were sleeping soundly. All of her friends were sleeping. And she just kept flying in the sky all night long with all of her fairy friends. There were elves and pixies. Sometimes she would see flying unicorns. She sprinkled fairy dust all over everyone she knew and everyone she didn't know, so that everyone where they lived in England would be happy and loving and compassionate and caring, and most of all, have some magical dust in their hearts. She figured with all of the fairy friends that she'd made that evening that maybe they would need a bigger garden. Relaxing deeper and deeper. Penelope's entire body got very, very, very heavy. So relaxed. Cherry was dreaming about warm milk. She decided that warm milk, like Penelope had made, is now her favoriteest thing in the entire world. Hanneman was dreaming about crystals, white crystals, pink crystals, yellow crystals, every color that you could think of. The room was very quiet and still. Not a tiny little sound was being made by anyone. I think everyone enjoyed Cherry's birthday party so much that they were all super tired by the end. Penelope did a very good job at taking care of everyone that day, especially sharing the magic of her fairy garden. That was very sweet. Sleep tight, Penelope. Sweet dreams, my little friend.